Welcome to dNAxt. We are discussing class A subnetting, and in class A subnetting we are going to discuss slash 18 in this video. So slash 18 means there are 18 bits that are assigned to the network and remaining 14 bits are of the host. So what will be the subnet mask? Subnet mask will be 255.255 dot. Since 2 bits are on in the third octet, the value will be 128 plus 64, that is 192.0. So 255.255.192.0 is the subnet mask of this slash 18. Now if we look into it, out of 18 bits, 8 bits are of the default subnet mask, that is default CIDR value of class A is 8. Remaining 10 bits, 8 bits of the second octet and 2 bits of the third octet are the subnetwork bits. So we have 10 subnetwork bits. So 2 to the power 10, that means 1024 subnetwork we are going to get when we are borrowing 10 bits from the host. Okay, how many hosts per subnetwork we are going to get? That is 2 to the power y, where y is the number of host bits and we have number of host bits as 14. 8 of the fourth octet. This octet is of purely host. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 bits, 2 to the power 14 is 16,384. When you subtract 2 from it, you will get 16,382 hosts. So these many machines you can add or you can connect to your each subnetwork. What will be the increment? That is, increment will be in the 2 octets as we have borrowed the bits from the 2 octet, that is second and third. So increment of 1 will be there in the second octet, 256 minus 255, and increment of 64 will be there in the third octet. So 256 minus 192 is 64. So 64, increment of 64 will take place in the third octet. So as we have discussed also in the previous video, that there will be an increment in the right octet first, that means in the third octet first, then followed by increment of 1 in the second octet. For example, when we start with 10.0.0.0, first we'll do increment in the third octet. When there is no possibility of increment in the third octet, then we will go to the second octet. There will be an increment of 1 in the second octet. Again, then we will start incrementing increment of 64 in the third octet. Let's write it down. 10.0.64.0, 10.0.64 plus 64, 128.0, and 128 plus 64, that is 10.0.192.0. Okay, then now if you add 64 over here, it will become 256. Okay, so 256 is not valid number. So in that case, now we will do increment of 1 over here. So 10.1.0.0, 10.1.64.0. फिर से this will start. 10 for 1, this was for 0. 0.0, 0.64, 0.128, 0.192. 1.0, 1.64, 1.128, 1.192, 2.0, 2.64, 2.128, 2.192, 3.0. This will go on and we will get total 1024 subnetwork. 1024th subnetwork. That means your last subnetwork will be 10.255. 192.0. You will always get the subnet bit value in the octets where you are doing increments. Okay, major network, you will not disturb the major network octet, and host octet you will do increment in the host octet while writing number of hosts. Okay, first valid host here will be 10.0.0.1 and its broadcast ID is 10.0.63.255. So last valid host will be 10.0.63.254. Okay, in this way we will write each subnetwork, their broadcast ID and their first valid and last valid host. Let's write broadcast ID of this last subnetwork, that will be 10.255.255.255. Okay. First valid host is 10.255.192.1 and last will be 10.255.255.254. Okay, this is all about slash 18. We'll be discussing slash 19 in the next video. Stay tuned with dNAxt. Thank you.